I want to tell you a little story. When I was just elected as leader, I had a meeting back when we were in the center block, and I met with a young boy and his parents. I think it was his dad. We sat down and he described to me that he had type 1 diabetes, that he had had it since as long as he could remember. And he had to take medication, injections, check his blood just to stay alive. And I could tell he was a pretty precocious young man, a young boy, because he had to deal with this life-threatening illness and he had to be very serious and mature. And when I asked him how that felt, he said, I'm not worried about it. I can deal with it. I'm not worried about any of that. But I am worried about how much this cost my parents. And I thought, a 10-year-old kid is worried not about this illness. He's worried about being too much of a burden on his parents. And I remember telling that boy, I said, you know what? We're going to fight for you to make sure you don't have to worry about that. Well, today we can tell that young boy, he's probably a couple years older now, tell him that he does not have to worry about it because everyone in our country will get free diabetes medication. To women who have seen south of the border direct attacks on women's rights, on women's right to choose, we can say very clearly now that in our country, everyone will have access to free birth control because of New Democrats.